30 News, the hump is under construction and it's affecting everyone around campus.
And a cold front is making its way into the area ahead of this weekend's
Coming in
game.
on 2.
And the Mississippi State soccer team is hosting its first NCAA regional.
Your Take 30 News starts right now.
News 2 and ready for camera 1.
Hi everyone and welcome to your Take 30 News. I'm Heather Harrison.
Ready 1.
And I'm Molly K. Keeling.
Take 1.
And what do construction and basketball have in common? Well, they're both taking place at the Humphrey Coliseum right now. Reporter Jenny Huff has more.
Take package.
Back in September, construction for the new
We are coming
improvements
back
to
on
the basketball
camera 2
stadium
and then
started.
camera 3
But
on Heather.
just this week, both the men's and women's teams had their first home games of the year.
Well, we hope it doesn't affect the start of basketball. The construction obviously has to take place during the season. So we put things in place to allow fans to get in and out of the arena, and for all the workers to be able to do the same thing. It may be a little challenging at times because of the construction, but we have put things in place to make that happen as easy as we could.
Once you get around the construction and find a parking spot,
you should have no problem getting into the stadium.
And with the new court, they flipped the entire stadium around, so all of our cameras and all of our positions compared to where the benches are now all over the place. And so it's really made it hard for us to do our job and to display the broadcast to its full potential.
The entrances are the same, but they're smaller.
This is the last shot.
You know, since we're creating 2 new
We're coming back
what we
on
call
camera
super
2.
vomitories, which is the way fans will enter on the east and the west side. The entrances right now, because that construction project is not finished, is just a little smaller. It's a sidewalk as opposed to like a big nice entry area in the atrium.
for Take 30 News, I'm Jenny Huff.
Take 2.
Construction is predicted to end during the summer of 2023.
Take 3.
After making a historic landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, Nicole has weakened into a tropical storm and is now on the move and churning up north, where several states are already seeing severe weather. Chris Wynn is in Daytona, Florida with the latest.
Take package.
And the waves just keep on coming.
Nicole is on the move after becoming the first hurricane to make U.S. landfall in November in nearly 40 years. The storm system weakening as it goes north.
Dangerous beach conditions will continue along the East Coast as a result of elevated tides.
The threat of severe weather now stretching across at least 3 states. Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina bracing for possible tornadoes.
After this, we're going to come in on camera 2 and then camera 1
within
with
Nicole's
our
outer bands.
It'll be about 30
South
seconds.
Carolina already seeing the effects as streets in Charleston begin to flood.
A coastal flood warning shall remain into effect as seas are expected to remain 2 to 3 feet above normal levels.
How much time is left
Back in Florida, the damage is widespread.
40 seconds.
Some homes and buildings are collapsing into the ocean, triggering evacuations. Hundreds of thousands of people are without power. Flights are canceled. Schools shut down. And in Lauderdale by the Sea, this portion of a pier partially collapsed.
There's still some wind and rain happening out there. There's really no reason to be out there. Please take care of each other.
But officials say it could have been worse, saying Nicole's peak winds coincided with low tide, which limited the storm surge and flooding on the shore, sparing some beach communities.
It's safe to say that we dodged a bullet here in Indian River County.
Sure
We're pleased that we have not received much to any reports of damage at this time.
5 seconds.
In Florida, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
Take 2.
With Tropical Storm Nicole making its way through the southeast, cooler temperatures are making its way to Mississippi. Jasmine, what's our latest on the weather?
Yeah, so we do have some cooler temperatures that are on the way, definitely coming from the north. Here's a look at that weather that's coming down from the north part of Minneapolis. So you can see that Arctic air kind of moving in. It's going to make its way throughout the southeast, and we'll see some of those temperatures dropping throughout the weekend. So here's your Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all of the veterans out there. Current conditions right now, 75 degrees, and we're looking pretty lovely for the rest of our day.
All right, thank you, Yasmin.
No problem.
All right, and today is Veterans Day, which is a chance to remember, salute, and show gratitude for those who have served in the armed forces. Veterans Day is celebrated every year on November 11th, the anniversary of the end of World War I. More than a century ago, it began as Armistice Day with President Woodrow Wilson signing the proclamation for it in 1919. In 1954, it became Veterans Day.
Ready, 2.
Now, this is separate from Memorial Day, which honors those who have died serving in the military.
Take 2.
What a great fun fact. I didn't know any of that about Veterans
I
Day.
didn't either.
All right, and when we come back, we'll take a look
Ready,
at an
break.
event that happened on campus this week.
Take break. Just stay with us in there. They haven't said it. Okay. Great job, y'all. This is a 1-minute break. We are coming back in on camera 2 with B block. Camera 3 needs to be at the monitor. Camera 3 at monitor. There we go. Good, good. Yep.
What if you could be part of one of the top engineering schools in the nation without ever leaving the coast? Well, now you can. Mississippi State's collaboration with Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College allows you to earn core credits while pursuing a 4-year degree in mechanical or electrical engineering, all in the same location. And with classes taught by MSU professors, the world-renowned education you couldn't find anywhere else is now in your own backyard. To learn more about this great opportunity, visit us online.
Goes to 2.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. The time is now 4:07.
Stay on 2.
And when it comes to organizations on campus, we are not in short supply of groups dedicated to empowering the underdogs. One organization that focuses on bringing together women in STEM programs. Olivia Beck is in the studio with the details.
Take 3.
Thank you, Heather. The organization we are talking about is the Society of Women Engineers, also known as SWE. According to their website, women made up about 34% of STEM workers in 2019. Take a look at the impact a group like this has on female engineering students.
Take package.
The Society of Women Engineers was founded in 1950 as a nonprofit organization that empowers women in engineering to succeed.
It definitely has helped me like a bunch. I probably would not know that many women engineers if it wasn't for this organization.
SWE hosted a social event for its members this past Tuesday where they all met for pizza and a chat. There was candy, coloring books, and drinks so that the members could relax and mingle.
When it comes to meeting other engineering areas or people in other engineering areas, I definitely, if it wasn't for this club, I probably would not know that many others, because once you get into your intro classes, you really like just hang out with like your friends from that major. So this really helps you like branch out.
Kareem is not the only one who has seen the sweet effects that SWE can have on a female engineering student.
The first event that I ever went to with SWE was the Rapid Resume Review. And I actually went in not with the intentions to really come out with a job interview, just to have my resume reviewed and kind of get some feedback on that. And I ended up getting an interview offer.
The Society of Women Engineers is completely student-run, meaning the events they host are always catered to their members' needs. This is Olivia Beck with Take 30 News.
Take 3.
The women in this club are working together to set each other up for success after college, and many of them said they found lifelong friends here with the Society of Women Engineers. Back to you, Heather.
Take 2.
Thank you, Lolly. And it's one thing to see women empowering other women, but especially in such a difficult profession, it's great to see them engineering their success as a team.
And heating, holiday cooking, and candles can all contribute to the risk of house fires this winter. Our Jake Moore talks to the experts to find out how you can keep your family safe this season.
Take package.
Outside temperatures are set to drop soon, which means it's time to start heating your home. But how can you do this safely? Starkville Fire Department Fire Marshal Mark McCurdy says one common item homeowners use causes most of the issues.
A lot of the fires that we see in this town are as a result of improper use of space heaters. So the very first thing I'd like to go over with you is how to use them properly. Space heaters are perfectly fine as long as they are used in the manner in which they were designed to be used.
McCurdy said about 90% of fires during the wintertime are because of improper space heater use. A major tip he shared was to make sure the space heater has a UL listed rating, which means it has been tested to ensure safety.
Space heaters aren't the only things that can cause fires in your home. Be sure to blow out candles or shut off ovens before you go to bed or leave your house.
Hunter Blades, a student at Mississippi State, shares how he safely uses his space heater.
I make sure that I keep it away from flammable objects within 3 feet. I think the standard rule, like the rule of thumb, is 3 foot. I make sure that I turn it off whenever I'm not in the house or if I'm not at like my desk.
Make sure to keep these tips in mind while staying warm this winter. For Take 30 News, I'm Jake Moore.
Take 1.
For more information on fire safety during the winter, contact your local Red Cross.
Take 2.
And since that cold front is making its way into the area, Yasmin is going to give us the latest when we come back.
Stick with us.
Take break.
Performance at the highest level is the objective of every athlete. But what can athletes accomplish if they understood and responded to everything their bodies are telling them? Mississippi State University's Athlete Engineering program is designing and deploying groundbreaking advanced wearable technology that creatively collects millions of data points for researchers to analyze, predict performance, and improve body mechanics. Researchers in engineering, kinesiology, sociology, textiles, and more disciplines are working together to test and design new technology that leads to winning results. In addition to helping athletes reach their highest potential, this collaborative program is reducing injuries and protecting the health of competitors now and far into the future.
1 minute. We got about a minute left.
Mississippi State University. Farming can be a tough way to make a living. Weather, pricing pressures, and unpredictable swings in demand can take a toll, not only on farmers' finances, but on their mental health, as well as that of family members and farm workers.
Does she need to be up there?
That's why Mississippi State University is spearheading a program to train extension agents to detect the signs of depression, substance abuse, and other stress-related challenges. Everyone has a bad day, of course, but this holistic view of a farmer's circumstances enables MSU representatives to recognize the difference between routine struggles and deeper, more serious issues. It may be a tough conversation, but the sooner it gets started, the sooner farmers can get help to better manage stress and continue the important work of growing the products our world needs. Caring for farms and farmers. Mississippi State University.
Take 1.
Welcome back. This weekend, a cold front is coming into Starkville.
And I mean, it's bringing some cold weather, right, Yasmin?
Yeah, now it's not cold right now, but we will see those effects over the weekend. I'll go ahead and show you how that looks. Let's
go graphic.
Take a look here. So for right now, our current conditions right now here in Starkville is 76 degrees. Our feels like it's also 76 degrees. Our dew point is in the 63-degree range. It's kind of uncomfortable out there. That's why it's kind of feeling a little soupy out in Starkville right now. 75 degrees. Up in Starkville, over in Columbus, 73 degrees, and down in Macon, 75 degrees. So we're not really moving from that 70-degree mark here across northeast Mississippi. This evening, we are going to drop down into the mid-60s range. By 6 p.m., 67 degrees. By 8 p.m., 62 degrees, and over at 10 p.m., we'll hit the 59-degree mark. So it's not going to be too much of a colder night, but as that cold front moves through, we will see those colder temperatures come through, and it's going to make for a chilly game day tomorrow. So here's your football forecast. Tailgating at 46 degrees. Kickoff will hit 42 degrees, and then by fourth quarter, we'll get to 37 degrees. So we are going to be super chilly. You might want to make sure that you bring that jacket with you as we head into our weekend. Here's your weekend planner. It's partly cloudy on Saturday, 57 degrees. We are going to see some sun out in Starkville. Sunday, we'll hit 50 degrees. It is going to be sunny, but definitely a little bit colder here in Starkville. We do have a freeze possible for your Sunday and Monday nights. So you want to make sure that you are taking all of the precautions that you can to make sure that your household is safe. So lows will be hitting below freezing. Also, make sure that you protect your pets. Bring them on the inside for the weekend. So here is a look at your 7-day forecast. Friday, like I said, we're going to hit about 76 degrees. Saturday for your game day, 46 degrees. And look at those overnight lows. In the 30s, we do have 27 degrees on Saturday night. So that's when that freeze come in. So you want to make sure that you're taking all of the necessary precaution to make sure that we are cool and keeping great.
There we go. And take 1.
So I'm hearing cold.
Yes.
I don't like that word.
Super cold, super cold. But I love the cold. I don't know.
I love the cold.
I'm tired of summers. I'm excited that winter is coming.
Oh, I'm so excited. Definitely. All right, coming up, sports fans, we have something just for you. Tiara is in the studio talking all things sports.
You don't want to miss it.
Take a break.
Meeting the challenges of a changing world.
It's a responsibility we take seriously at Mississippi State University.
This is a 1.5-minute break. Jackson,
today, our outstanding faculty are on the job with a passion that places them among the best in the business. We're launching new classroom models, investing in world-changing research, and providing a college experience that's second to none. Though things may look different, our sights have never been higher.
To be or not to be?
Okay, and
that is the question that echoes the walls of the theater department at Mississippi State University.
And we're going to have to move the step
Nurturing the voice and movement of a new generation of dynamic storytellers. An inclusive program welcoming all to a broad course of study in directing, stagecraft,
and write a little bit.
Playwriting,
standing up there,
and acting.
How much time is left?
Discover your passion in performance and production with MSU Theater.
She's getting mic'd up. Print. It opens the doors to the world of communication. It's where a student can be anything. It teaches teamwork, diligence, loyalty, and responsibility.
Her up there,
at Mississippi State, we are dedicated to further the field of journalism. We make sure to tell the story no matter how challenging.
How much time?
We incorporate all aspects to help you grow as a student and as a person. So, what are you waiting for?
Welcome back to Take 30 Sports. I'm Tiara Tidwell, and here's your latest sports update. Mississippi State kept their undefeated streak at home alive last weekend against the Auburn Tigers with a thrilling overtime win, winning 39-33. The Dogs are back again in Starkville this weekend and will be taking on the #1 team in the country. The undefeated Georgia Bulldogs are coming off a big win against Tennessee last weekend. Head coach Mike Leach said the key to beating the #1 team in the country is to focus and have discipline.
I don't get too caught up in it. You know, just focus on what you do, and have the discipline. And you gotta, you know, and the hardest thing I suppose is to get the message to everybody. It's one thing to say it, but you know, everybody's got to believe and buy in.
I'll try to keep you up.
You know, just worry about what you do. Just worry about your job. But would be the best football player you can be, because you know the other guy's going to do whatever he does, which you don't necessarily have control over that, but you do have control over yourself, and so you want to control all the variables you can, and if you can, you put yourself in the best position to win.
Take 3.
Quarterback Will Rogers broke 2 school records this weekend with 1 play. He is now the career touchdown and passing yards leader, both formerly held by Dak Prescott. Saturday's kickoff at Davis Wade Stadium will start at 6 p.m. The Mississippi State women's soccer team is playing in the NCAA tournament today. This will be the second time in program history that the team will be playing in the tournament, and the first time under head coach James Armstrong, who says that this is a proud moment for this team, and the girls are excited and ready to play against a very good New Mexico State team. The Lady Bulldogs are currently playing New Mexico State, and the score is 1-0. The goal made by Olivia Buxton from Mississippi State. The Mississippi State volleyball team dominated last weekend against the Alabama Crimson Tide in 3 straight sets. As a whole, the team had 35 kills on 94 attempts for 48 points, with 33 assists, 8 aces, and 5 blocks. Gabby Waden led the team with 12 kills and 3 aces. She is also leading the team all season with 321 kills. The women's volleyball team will play 19th ranked Kentucky tonight. Waden says she thinks the team's intensity needs to stay the same when going in to play their next opponent.
Something that needs to stay the same is our intensity. I feel like the last 2 games that we've won, which is one at LSU and one at Alabama, I think we did a good job of everyone, you know, doing their part and playing their role and making sure they're executing their part of the scout that we did. And I think like just playing with, you know, intensity and purpose. I think that we've been doing a really good job of not really looking at the score. Like if it's 24-21, we've done a great job of just taking a deep breath and making things go our way and not playing to the opponent in their level. So I think those things need to stay the same to win tomorrow.
Take 3.
The women's volleyball team will play the Wildcats tonight at home, and the game will start at 8 o'clock.
Starkville Graphics, stay on 3.
Friday Night Lights is back, but this one is a little different because it's the first round of the playoffs. The 8-3 Starkville High School football team is gearing up to take on the undefeated South Haven Chargers tonight. The Yellow Jackets are on a 4-game winning streak and are looking to keep their streak alive. Defensive coordinator Terrence Pope said the most important thing for this team to do while going into the playoffs is to stay on track.
I think now that we got everybody healthy, we got to stay the track. Focus on the little things like we always preach. Coach Jones do a good job of making the main thing the main thing. Just on defense, we got to stop the run, create turnover offense, play fast, score points.
The Yellow Jackets will be traveling to South Haven today, and the game will kick off at 7 o'clock. And the Mississippi State men's and women's basketball team is also playing tonight. The women's will be at home taking on North Alabama at 5:30, and the men's team is on the road, and they will play Akron at 6. And that's all for sports.
All right. Got a busy weekend coming up. And after the break, we'll take a look at our young creators around the county. Stay with us.
Take a break.
As concern grows over the declining health of the world's oceans,
great job. That
veterinary
was awesome.
students at Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable marine animals.
We're about a minute
Through
under,
a
so
unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the chance of a lifetime. Real-time research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded dolphins, turtles, sea lions, and other marine species. At the same time, MSU's advanced diagnostic technology is helping innovate for solutions while improving treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of discovery for Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now, thanks to this game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
Welcome back. Pets mean a lot to us, but they come with a big commitment. Zachary Calhoun talks about the rise of pet adoptions during the pandemic.
Take package.
During the COVID-19 lockdown, people discovered how much they needed social interaction in their everyday lives. As a result, many people chose to adopt pets, with more than 23 million adopted into American homes. The happy new pet owners were unaware of the new expenses they would now have to face. The Washington Post says that Americans spent $21.4 billion on non-medical pet products and another $28.4 billion on just dog food alone. Once the businesses started opening once again, some pet owners began to regret their decision. Shelters began receiving an overwhelming amount of surrendered pets. The West Point Clay County Animal Shelter alone received a 40% increase.
I think we have close to 200 animals at this moment on property. And that's
right now.
And I think we have close to 300 animals in our care, out in foster care and such.
And that's weather, not sports.
So many more than ever before, and it's across the nation.
Stay mic'd up.
If adoption is not an option for you at the moment, you're still able to help. Local shelters are accepting any donations that you can give, that being money, food, toys, litter, or anything. Every little bit helps. If you do have the time and money, adoption can be the more rewarding option, giving you a lifetime friend.
They make me feel better. It's nice to have them in the house. It makes you feel less alone.
Whether you're a dog lover or a cat lover, every pet deserves a home and someone to be loved by.
For Take 30 News, I am Zachary Calhoun.
Take 2.
Remember to do your research and make sure you have the time and money for a pet before you adopt.
That's right. I had to search for an apartment that was pet-friendly when I came to Starkville.
Oh yeah, same. I couldn't imagine life without my dog Finley.
Me either. My dog Penny, she keeps me going.
Oh, for sure. Last year, me and my dog got matching Christmas pajamas.
Matching Christmas pajamas?
Yes, yes.
Where'd you get them?
From Target. Yes.
We need a Target in Starkville.
Yes,
That's breaking news right there. And how about this for getting in the Christmas spirit?
Take VO.
Okay, so in Eupora, Mississippi, the elementary students painted Christmas creations, and businesses in the area are selling them as a fundraiser for the art program.
Take shot.
We decided to put these in the business so that we could raise some money for the art program at the school. This was the 4th and 5th grade. 4th graders did the canvases. I'm sorry, 4th graders did the ornaments, 5th graders did the canvases. And they worked with the Main Street Association for Eupora to get these in the stores.
Take 2, sorry.
Business owners are saying that this was a fun partnership because families were going all around Eupora trying to find their students work.
It certainly was a creative way to decorate or save money. Yeah,
I think so too.
All right, and 2 weeks after buying Twitter, new owner Elon Musk is already warning employees about its survival.
Take VO.
In a meeting with the staff on Thursday, Musk warned employees that Twitter did not have the necessary cash to survive. He even mentioned the word bankruptcy. In response, Musk is ending remote work for all Twitter employees who are now expected to work in the office 40 hours a week. In an effort to improve the cash flow, Musk is trying to create a subscription-based revenue. Twitter currently earns 90% of its income from advertisers who have shied away from the platform since Musk's takeover.
Take one.
All right, and how about that weather?
Yeah, so we have a great weekend ahead of us. Definitely some cooler temperatures, like I said earlier. But you might want to bring out those coats this weekend because it is going to get definitely chilly. So on Saturday, 46 degrees for our game day. So against the Georgia Bulldogs, we'll hit 46 degrees. We will have some early chances for rain, so you might want to have that raincoat with you as you head out the door. And then going into next week, our highs will be in the mid-50s, and look at those overnight lows once again. It's going to be a really chilly week ahead, and so this is your 7-day forecast, and I hope that you have your jackets and your mink coats ready for the week next week.
Yeah, all right, so I'm hearing rain jackets and actual jackets, right?
Definitely, for sure. Make sure you keep those with you.
Yeah, get all those jackets out of that winter closet, and while you're at it, make some donations to charity, and get rid of those summer clothes that you don't need anymore.
Absolutely, it's time to donate them.
It is, yeah. All right, thank you so much for joining us here this evening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
We will see you here next week on Friday at 4. Have a good one.
Take B-roll. Music up. Let it roll, let it roll. Yeah, let it roll. We're still live. Great show, everybody.